Recently, I talked about hardships that I take on as a global culture repair for you, as much as for me, except you, you guys don't get these hardships as being business as usual, facilitating the status quo. I'm going to call this number because I think today, when my phone was off for the night, I'm not in the habit of turning it back on. It might have come on this morning. There was a message from the Castlegar Bank of Montreal. So this is part two. And it was very short, and it just said, oh, if you want to talk about closing your account. Otherwise, they also said that you can go to any branch to do it. Okay, so this long message in part one conversation doesn't look like it really was followed up on properly. Like, I don't think the person was sent the recording audio to listen to. So, because, it looks like I will have to repeat myself a lot because my time has no value. Only rich people's time has value. And me, I will never be rich because I'm not a bad guy. It's pretty easy for Homo sapiens to figure out that, rich guys are bad guys. So I'm going to call this number, and I'm not sure, like the guy didn't repeat anything, like the phone number or his name, that I could figure it out. It's a name that is not common around here. It's from another nation. I'm assuming the lady in part one was from India, and I'm assuming he's from India, but I'm not even going to verify that. It doesn't make a difference because pretty much it's typical staff that would work for a bank, the bad guys. So again, what I'm saying is the hardships is when I get more frustrated and I post these things online. BMO might be like the Bank of Scotia Bank. They would, when I document online their failures, their errors, instead of deciding, because I'm not rich, that they're going to compensate me or take their abuses of me, with some accountability instead of impunity, is, it's easy to cancel the account of the poor guy. What's going on with his account? He doesn't have a lot. There's the money that's coming in. It's very little. So it's the pension I have of not being allowed to work in Canada pretty much is my only income, really, if I don't want to be part of the problem. I mean, if I want to be part of the problem, I would probably get multiple job offers at any time. And again, you might think, whoa, this sounds weird. Is he lazy? No, I'm not lazy. I just am an Homo sapien. I can identify. I'm not going to go work for the oil industry, for example. Right? I know that's wrong. I know that would make me a hypocrite. I'm not going to start putting ads on my YouTube. I respect this guy. He's very knowledgeable. And the National Rational, I think. And but the thing is he never answers me. And, sometimes, he just shows something, a video footage where you can tell, he's emotionally upset with what's going on in Israel. And then an ad comes on. Yeah, that's not me. I can't be a hypocrite like this, right? If I share I'm upset, do you think I'm going to allow ads that might be for this bank that pops up? And the algorithms are quite questionable that it's likely to be from my bank or another bank that pops up. I'm telling you, there's ways to measure these algorithm patterns. They exist. For example, if it's news footage about Greta, there'll often be vacation or airline-related ads. Come on. So again, these are not Homo sapien behaviors or YouTube channels. So this guy, for example, he's getting more calm because he was just the Rational National. I'll get to BMO very soon, but he was, he's going through a few phases, and I'm assessing his psychology in this way. He was laughing about how idiotic people are as a way to cope with how horrible it is that all these innocent children are dying at the hands of the Holy Land. That supposedly, if you're a Holy Land, you can kill innocent children, supposedly. But now, he's starting to insult people more, and it's true. The people that he's pointing the finger at, he's really documenting who they are historically, not just what they've recently said. And they're really idiots, and it's really the norm, though. But now he's swearing more, and he's calling them, bad words that I don't do. But I agree with him that there's a negative assessment of that person for sure. So I wonder, though, he's still not close enough to know how our species is really dysfunctional. You can tell he's not ready to go there. although he's collecting a lot of data, he says he's upset that so many, let's say, world leaders don't shut this down or whatever. He kind of knows it's a species issue. He's just not ready to go there. So again, when I say that, I'm legally entitled to work in Canada, but I can't, and whatever little bit of money that is given me by the government is just enough to not have me leave unless I sell stuff. Now, I've been here for quite a while now. Next week is my 4-year anniversary, and in a way, strategically buying this and fixing it up. And the motorcycle also, one where it was about to become 25 years, and I fixed it a lot too, where it would be collector's plate. Now, if I sold these two things, I'd make a profit enough to leave. And again, I have to deal things with the dysfunctional algorithms of Facebook first. So I could still leave, but it's not fair, because for me to get closure out of all the ways that I got victimized in Canada would be give me a chance to be of service here. Because while I'm here, I still meet people I care about, like your kids, and you don't let me help. And it's just more poverty for the sheep that doesn't conform. And again, how can I be a sheep that conforms when I'm an Homo sapien? So I'm going to call this guy and find out on speakerphone why. I hope I'm not in another 50-minute conversation as if my time doesn't exist with this person from Castlegar. Because if all they did, this 50-minute call with the other lady, was to do what I could have done myself, is look up the phone number for Castlegar and call, I wasted, again, a huge portion of my time in a very frustrating way. So that's not okay. That's not okay that you snatch my mom's money for Christmas and you launder it to your own accounts. It's not okay to do that, Bank of Montreal. I'll speak a bit more about the specific bank hardships that may come because of this.
You've reached corporate team. I'm not in my office right now. Please leave your name and number. I'll get back to you and then. Thank you.
Okay, hi, it's Martin here. But, before you call me back, I hope you listen to the 50-minute or so conversation I already had with the person that referred my issue to you, because I don't want to repeat another 50 minutes with you. And so please be specific that you've already, let's say, refunded the amounts that were unfairly taken out of my bank account and put into your accounts, Bank of Montreal, so that I can, now at least transfer the money that my mom gave me for Christmas into, who's calling me back right now, into my other personal account. And then next time I drive an hour and a half, really where I don't really need to go there, but to go in person to a bank, I'll close that account. But for now, I need at least a confirmation that you will reimburse all of the unfair fees that you charged that resulted in my mom's $100 gift to now my bank account being $3. So please do that. The business numbers is BC Society Humanix Youth Academy. Thank you very much.